What's going on, everybody? This is Leonard Miles, aka 2 Degrees in the CDL. On my off day today, well, somewhat off. I'm about to drop my truck off so I can get some maintenance done, some preventive maintenance. Got some engine lights that's on, so I'm gonna go ahead and tackle that, get an oil change and whatever else needs to be done to my truck before I hit the road again, heading out to Ellsworth, Iowa. But as you all know from my community post yesterday was my official 1-year trucking anniversary driving with BVS. And not only that, this was my first trucking job coming out of CDL school. So how has it been? It's been great. It has been great. I've enjoyed the journey. It's been more great than bad. You know, some people say the good and the bad. It's been great. It's been a great experience for me overall. You know, coming in, you know, to BVS, you know, working with my co-worker Roderick, who showed me the ins and outs of just the local deliveries before I got on the road myself, you know, to do the OTR work. But it's been a blessing. It's been great. I wouldn't change anything. I love it. I definitely know that this is something that, you know, I'm supposed to be doing. I find fulfillment in driving. I feel like this is my purpose. And I enjoy it. And like I say, you know, it's rewarding as well, but most of all, I really enjoy trucking, you know, especially with BVS. Like I said, you know, just a first-class organization. Whatever I need, any type of assistance, you know, they're one phone call away. So shout out to my transportation manager, Austin. You know, he's definitely, you know, been helpful along the way. Shout out to BVS Columbus, all my co-workers, all my previous co-workers. So shout out to Roderick, shout out to Marcus, shout out to the warehouse guys, Kyle and Mike. Shout out to the warehouse manager, Nina. Shout out to the previous warehouse manager who showed me the ins and outs, you know, when I first came up to the Tula facility, John. So shout out to John. All the BBS locations, and that I've been to all of them. You know, definitely, you know, I appreciate you all showing me love, you know, whenever I come in town, you know, making it, you know, convenient for me, and, you know, having everything, you know, I need to be successful. Y'all, hold on for a second. All right, there we go. So yeah, the staff has just been amazing across the board, all the way from Ellsworth, Columbus, Franklinville, Wilmar, Delaware, Washington, Indiana, Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania, Millsboro, Delaware. You know, I only been there one time. But shout out to them as well. Shout out to the Harrisonburg, Virginia location. We're about to break ground on the new Arkansas location. We're expanding down here at the Columbus BBS. We're getting ready to move it to a brand new location, so definitely excited about that. Like I said, you know, definitely, you know, want to thank the BBS team. You know, definitely want to thank God. You know, like I said, you know, thanking him for even putting me in this position, you know, to be successful. From going to CDL school down at South Georgia Technical College, and to landing this position with BBS. You know, I applied for a lot of positions, as you all may know. I've shared that before on previous videos about all the positions that I applied for, knowing that I didn't qualify for them, but I didn't care. I was going to apply anyway. You know, all you do is say no. And they all said no, and then BBS said yes. So God knew exactly what he was doing, and, you know, I can't thank him enough. So yeah, definitely gotta give God that praise. And first and foremost, I want to shout out my lady, Shanice Rice. Shout out to you. Love you to death. Like I said, you know, when I was getting ready when I was debating whether or not I wanted to start CDL school in 2022 of August or wait till January of 2023, she just told me, hey, you got the opportunity right now to go ahead and get into school. Don't put it off. Go ahead and do what you need to do. Of course, I ran into a few barriers in getting into CDL school. Like I shared that to you all before, I didn't have the money, coming out of CDL, like to go to the 3 or 4 week programs like most people do. So what I decided to do was to go the tech school routes, because the tech school routes were free, and I was willing to drive anywhere. And the only school that I could get into, but I had to get my information done. I had to get the application process done, not only that same day, but I had to bring the paperwork in like the next day. And I was working part-time job in Atlanta. So let's say if it was a Monday, I had to take the paperwork down there on Tuesday. Now, mind you, Americus from Atlanta is almost like a 3-hour ride. So, I had to drop that stuff off, that day. But, just thank you to my lady for just encouraging me to, get that done. And, I definitely got it done. And the rest is history. Shout out to all my instructors at South Georgia Technical College, down in Americus, Georgia. Like I said, it's an amazing CDL program. If you are in Georgia, if you do stay in that South Georgia area, if you stay in the Americus area, Butler, Georgia, Fort Valley, Cordele, anywhere near South Georgia Tech, and you're interested in going to CDL school, I highly recommend that you all go to that school. Like I said, great instructors, so thank you all as well. My family for just supporting me, through CDL school, and helping me out with my daughter. At that time, I'm juggling not only CDL school, but I'm working full time, and I'm also going up and down the road to Atlanta, full time as well. It's for my part-time gig, so shout out to them for just just helping me along in this journey as well. Yeah, that's it as far as the thank yous are concerned. Like I said, I definitely, thank everybody, man, who was instrumental, in helping me get to where I am now. I had to put in the work. Faith without works is dead. So you can hope and pray and wish for a lot of things, but if you're not willing to put in the work, nothing's going to happen for you. Did I run into bumps and bruises along the way on this journey? Like more so when I got with BVS, absolutely. Especially, it was 1 month in September of 2023 where my truck was down for almost the entire month because I'm having depth tank issues. So that was kind of discouraging, but we definitely made it through it. From tires getting flat to having to replace brakes, slack adjusters, just the regular maintenance stuff that kind of put me down, for a few days where I had to stay on the road longer than I would have liked. But I also understand that all that is a part of trucking. So I think for me, when stuff that happened bad, like to the truck, like as long as I'm not the one that's physically damaging the truck, if it just had like regular wear and tear, that's kind of like the expectations for this industry. Is like, I expect, for it to be, some type of wear and tear, when it comes to the vehicle. That's just the nature of trucking. And I've always just had a positive attitude, a positive outlook about it. It's like, all right, I can just control what I can control. I can't control anything else, So when that stuff happens, you just get it taken care of. You just have people, come out and, assist you and fix whatever needs to be fixed. So, I definitely, I accept that. And that's why I said, like, for me, my trucking experience has definitely been more great than bad. There's nothing negative for me to say about the industry. I see a lot of the videos that people may get into when they say like trucking is dead. I've I've spoken on that before. I'm not gonna speak on it much more. But what I will say is, like I've always said before, trucking is what you make of it. And if you go in there with a positive outlook, you know that you're gonna do what you need to do, which is basically your job, get stuff safely from point A to point B. Personally, you know, whatever your financial goals is, you know, I can't speak for everybody, but I can just speak for me. And I just knew that my financial goals were, you know, to get out of dumb consumer debt that I put myself into years ago. And what trucking has done at this point is it allowed me to complete almost 90% of my consumer debt. When there was a time where I didn't really see what I could do to get, you know, this rain cloud over my head, you know, trucking came through, like I said, all because of God. And, you know, like I said, you know, the money came fast, but I never spent any of the money. I paid my bills, I paid my debts, you know, in order to continue to advance in life and continue to move up in life. So I'm a lot more smarter with my money. You know, so like I said, whatever your financial goals are, you know, if you got overhead, you know, take care of that overhead first and don't create more overhead. Like I said before, you know, trucking is what you make of it. I love it. I wouldn't trade it for anything else. You all see my name, 2 degrees in the CDL. Like I told you all before, I have a bachelor's degree in criminal justice and a master's degree in clinical mental health counseling. And I didn't feel fulfilled in any of those areas. Hence, that's why I had to navigate to a whole different area, because I just wasn't feeling those industries anymore. Now I have friends and I have loved ones like my lady who are still in the criminal justice field or the mental health field, and they love it. And like I said, you know, I'm an advocate for all of it, but I just knew, you know, it just wasn't for me. So definitely, you know, getting in with trucking, you know, it definitely fits who I am. I like to be out here on the road. I like to traveling. I like to go into the different places. It's been an amazing journey. Going all different type of terrains and stuff, going up through the mountains of Virginia and West Virginia, those high grades, going down, you know, some of those mountains in Tennessee. You know, it's been an amazing journey. And I'm I'm at a loss for words, because it's still hard to put it all into context that, man, I've really been driving for 1 full year, when it kind of feels like I've been driving longer, but I know it's just been 1 year. But it's been an amazing year. And to those that are getting ready to get into trucking, you know, whether that's, you know, you get your CDL, or you're out of CDL school and you're looking for a job, there are a lot of jobs out there. You know, find your fit, find what company fits with you. It's easy to get into any organization, trucking organization, that pays well. But if that's all it is just the money, and you don't find any type of sense or purpose, then you're not gonna last in this industry, you know, very long. So I would recommend trucking, you know, to a lot of people. I mean, I wouldn't say I would recommend it to a lot of people. I take that back. It's not for everybody. This industry is not for everybody. If you're not willing to put in the work, and if you're not willing to accept that things come with trucking, being away from your family, being stuck in traffic, having breakdowns, you get into a place where it's time to get loaded and they don't have your stuff ready, or you're trying to get unloaded and it takes hours. You got to be able to accept everything that comes along with trucking. And if you're able to do that, you know, like I said, you'll definitely be successful in this industry. You need to be mentally and physically strong. Mentally strong, because like I said, you know, it's sometimes where you're going to be away from your loved ones. It gets depressing, you get anxious, you get angry. have a way to deal with that, I recommend counseling. I always, like I said, I'm an advocate for mental health, so I always recommend counseling. They do things virtual, so they have it set up for us truckers where, we can get services done, virtually right inside of our trucks, instead of, self-medicating and stuff like that. It's just going to put you in danger and everybody else around you, especially if you get behind that wheel. And definitely, take care of yourself physically. Put more emphasis on, physical fitness, not just allowing yourself to just sit at the truck stop inside the truck when you're on your 10-hour reset and you're being inactive, you're eating the BS from the truck stops. Or if you did bring something from home, it's not really healthy. It's making you feel sluggish and it's weighing you down, and it can make your health all out of whack. Get up out that truck, walk some laps around the truck stop, bring the jump rope with you. I've seen people bring weight sets with them while they're on the road. So just continue to just be physically active. It can be done. I do it every time. I do it every chance I get. So it can definitely be done. But yeah, overall, like I said, first year was a blast. Thank God for it. And I know that it'll continue to be a blast because that's the way my outlook is on it. I'm not looking at anything negative. I'm not letting anybody come in my life and try to throw anything negative on me about trucking. You can't because everybody's situation is different. Some people have great experiences, some people have bad experiences, and unfortunately, people with the bad experiences, they want to come on and make the videos and trash the industry. Their experience is their experience. It doesn't mean it's going to be your experience. But that's all that I have for today. Make sure that you all like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Like I said, I'm still on the road to 1K. I'm going to keep coming over here, pushing positive content. I got some more trucking news that I'll be delivering today. But I just want to come on here today and just, share my experience and share what it felt like, year one of trucking. And I definitely hope that everybody else who's coming up on year one of trucking, had a great experience and also share, their experience as well. But until next time, I'm out.